welcome to the third Empathy and Compassion in Society Conference. As you may know, the last two have taken place in London. And this year, because some of us are American, we chose this beautiful city to do the third. My name is David Rand, and I'm the executive director of an organization called the Tenzin Gyatso Institute. And that is the Dalai Lama's real name. This organization has been at the forefront of the last two conferences, and we are inspired by this idea that compassion is one of the keys to a sustainable future. So what we hope to do in the next 2 days is to offer you a window and an experience of why these values of empathy and compassion and altruism and dialogue, solidly backed by science, lie at the very heart of what it means to be a human being. It's clear that the pressures of modern life are making us more and more self-centered, and we're creating a society in which people are feeling more fearful, more stressed, more chaotic internally. This conference will ask what happens when we choose to put compassion at the center of our professional and personal life. So this conference is taking place during what's already been an extraordinary week here at the Cowell Theater. Our good friend and colleague, Dr. James Doty. Yes, please. Dr. Doty founded an organization called CCARE at Stanford University. And CCARE hosted 2 extraordinary days here on Monday and Tuesday that dealt with the science of compassion. And yesterday, Dr. Doty's organization hosted a healthcare and compassion conference. And then yesterday morning, along with our partners Mind with Heart and the Charter for Compassion, we hosted over 200 teenagers here at Fort Mason who gathered for 3 hours to learn about what these values have to teach them and their increasingly full and intense and pressurized existence. The teens came from inner cities as well as upper-class and affluent neighborhoods in the Bay Area. And it was really inspiring and extraordinary to hear them talk about, do these values have relevance for that generation? And clearly their answer at the end of the day was yes. So that's the fourth thing. 2, 3. That was the third thing that's happened here. So this is a week we dubbed Compassion Week. And in fact, we're really, really blown away by what's just taken place over the last 12 hours. One of our goals from the beginning was to have an official endorsement that this time and this place is a place of compassion that can extend beyond this city and beyond this state and influence public policy around the world. And just yesterday, we learned that in fact, the State Senate of California has endorsed it. So it's kind of a big deal. I learned that the third, and I'm a resident of California, I learned the third most powerful elected official in the state of California is the Speaker of the Senate. And it's a woman named Ellen Corbett who signed this on behalf of the state legislature. And what I'd like to do, I won't read the whole thing, But I would like to say, or just read this kind of third whereas, or actually it's the fourth whereas. The fourth whereas. Whereas we come together to celebrate Compassion Week, an initiative of the Charter for Compassion, Stanford University's C-Care, Tenzin Gyatso Institute, and Dignity Health that calls on the city of San Francisco and the state of California to make compassion a guiding principle for their businesses and public services. Therefore, be it resolved